steps of the righteous, they are ordered by you. And we delight in the ways of the righteous, because you would have ordered our steps. Thank you for being that one who went ahead of us, who made the way clear, so that we can trust you. We've seen what you can do. We believe that you're able to do it. And we declare today our trust in you. Hallelujah. 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 Because you're Yahweh. He is exalted above every other God.
Yes, He is.
His name is exalted.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Glory.
Glory be to Yahweh today and forever. It's a joy to always be here with you in the company of the chosen. May blessings abound to you all saints. Hallelujah. Yahweh, our God, is great. He is greater. He is stronger. He is higher than any other. Yahweh is great. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We must exercise confidence and express the same in our God. You must remind yourselves every so often that your God is great. He is true. He is the only one who is true, by the way. And He's the only one who's living. Today we rejoice in Him. Hallelujah. Bring the fan effect for that. Thank you so much. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Glory to Yahweh. Hallelujah. Glory. I rejoice in his salvation. We rejoice in his Yeshua. He has saved us, the scripture says, from the wrath that is coming. Yes, he only saved me. He has saved us from the wrath that is coming. Therefore, we rejoice in his Yeshua. Amen. Amen. Glory. As always, I'm grateful for Durford and for all of the children who are here with us. And we have an additional group here in terms of family. One new face, and that's Tracy. That's Susan's mother. Now you right behind Brother Joshua. Don't be a pretty girl way right there. That's right there. That's Tracy. If you know about TGIK, that's the lady. Yes. So best not place your orders right now. They had an amazing exhibition. I haven't heard of the exhibition in a while. And we are grateful to Yahweh for giving her that skill. Amen. Amen. So if you have a sweet tooth or any teeth whatsoever, TGIK is the place to be. Amen. We are willing to make deliveries free of cost. Once I get into England, I make a delivery to Georgetown. Just make your order. Our business right here. We have exchange money to help with it. We should come and turn the tables over. Colossians chapter 2. Colossians chapter 2. Additionally, our sister Regina will tentatively leave on Wednesday if Yahweh says otherwise she remains. If you know to pray, then pray out. Amen? Amen. And she won't be gone for long either if she does. That's right. Colossians chapter 2, from verse 8. We began by saying last week, watch out so that no one will take you captive. Be on your guard. This is an apostolic warning issue here. Watch out so that no one will take you captive by means of philosophy and empty deceit, following human tradition, which accords or aligns itself with the elemental spirits of the world, but does not accord with Messiah. Watch out. Be careful, because people are out to deceive you. How do they deceive us? By following or encouraging us to follow human tradition. If we walk in accordance to human traditions, I promise you, you shall be deceived. Yes. All right. If you're here today and you're still bound by human traditions, you are deceived. If you tune in on Facebook or YouTube and upload a video later on and you are still bound, still governed, still inclined to keep human traditions, you are deceived. Amen. Because human traditions align themselves with the world, with the spirits of the world. I guess somebody will argue that there's nothing called an elemental spirit. For in him, in Yeshua, bodily lives the fullness of all that God is. And it is in union with him that we have been made full. He's the head of every rule and authority. Also it was in union with him that you were circumcised, with the circumcision not done by human hands, but accomplished by the stripping away of the old nature's control over the body. In this circumcision, done by Messiah, you were buried along with him, being immersed, which is when you went in the water. And in union with him, you were also raised up along with him by Yahweh's faithfulness, that worked when he raised Yeshua from the dead. Yahweh never raised Jesus from the dead. He never will. It's important to say this to y'all. Yahweh never raised Jesus from the dead. He raised Yeshua. Anyone following me on Facebook or in the room who still believes that Jesus rose from the dead is dead in sin still. Life only comes when you believe that Yeshua rose from the dead. Alive can never rise from the dead. Yeshua was raised from the dead. Verse 13 says, you were dead because of your sins. That is because of your foreskin, your old nature. But Yahweh made you alive along with the Messiah by forgiving you all. How many?
All.
All of your sins. He wiped away the bill of charges against us because of the regulations which are laws. It stood as a testimony against us. The law stood as a testimony against us. But he removed it by nailing it to the execution stake. To this day and continually there will be people who argue that the law was not nailed to the execution stake. Yet they believe that Yeshua died. What did he die for?
Salvation.
So they say he died for your sin, but he died so the law could be kept. You have to make up your mind now. Both can happen. It was the fact that nobody could keep the 613 laws that caused one man to come in the form of humanity, to die being perfect, so that those who believe in his perfection will live. Not those who believe in the law shall live. If we believe in keeping the law, we are deceived. I could feel the discomfort already. If we are convinced that we have to keep the law to be righteous, you are deceived. The scripture says in Romans that there is justification apart from the law. Church folks say it's boring preaching. But this will save your life. Because what you have to understand is, and I get further when I go to the next part, what we have to understand is this. As long as we believe that there are works we can perform for life, you are deceived. If you believe that when you have good behavior, that's when you're saved, you're deceived. It is called self-righteousness. We have to believe that the righteousness of Messiah is the only righteousness that we can have that makes us peace with Yahweh. Saints, you were not saved to keep the laws of Moshe. If you are saved to keep the laws of Moshe, then the one who came to save you wasted his time. Messiah said that he came not to abandon the law or to discard of the law. He came to fulfill. People like say that all the time. What does fulfill mean?
Complete.
Thank you. You're complete. If it's completed, why you still keep it?
Amen.
Some of y'all will learn more than most Bible school professors this afternoon. It had to be completed so that another law can be enacted. You have to finish one to start one.
That's right.
They couldn't be parallel laws. Now, what tribe did Yeshua come from?
Yehuda.
If you're a Rasta, you gotta know that one.
Yehuda.
So now when you used to smoke weed, you know it's good. How come it lie? Right. Every draw you remember you tried before. Right, so let's say tribe. So remember when you smoked the weed and which tribe you came from? Conquering lion. From the tribe of what?
Yehuda.
Yehuda. If he's a conquering lion from the tribe of Yehuda, it means he could be from Yehuda and Levi at the same time. The Aaronic priesthood came from Levi. Yeshua was not from that tribe. He came from the tribe of Yehuda. So there had to be a new law since he's a high priest. And if he's a high priest in the tribe of Yehuda, the first and only ever, then he couldn't be a high priest keeping a law from somebody else.
Right.
A new law had to be enacted when he rose. What is that law?
Love.
Thank you. Faith. Love. You're not justified by Aaron's law. That one put you at war with Yahweh. Boring preaching, isn't it?
No.
Or good enough for you all to know. That's what we're shut up.
Yeah.
Now, so he nailed the law of Moshe to the execution stake, stripping the rulers and authorities of their power. He made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by means of the stake. Verse 16. So don't let anyone pass judgment on you
Oh, yes.
in connection with eating and drinking, or in regard to a Jewish festival, or Hebrew festival, or a holy moon,
Or
which
Shabbat.
is Rosh Hashanah, or Shabbat, which is the 7th day of the week. Nobody could pass judgment on you. Watch this. He didn't say that nobody will try to do it. But you must not receive them doing it to you. You should not be arguing today as to whether Saturday or Sunday or Monday is the Shabbat. We have peace with Yahweh. We have rest with Yahweh. We have eternal life. The Messiah said that those who believe in him shall not perish, but have what?
Eternal life.
What is eternal life if you don't have rest? Come to me if you labor
And heavy laden.
and heavy laden, and I'll give you what?
Rest.
Then you come to him.
Yes.
The word rest he gives you is the word Sabbath or Shabbat.
Shabbat.
So if he gives you Shabbat or Shabbaton, why you still think that you must engage a Jehovah's Witness or a Hebrew Israelite?
Or 7 days.
Sorry, a 7th day or Hebrew Israelite, right? Jehovah's Witness will keep Saturday. Why do we still have this nervous feeling about Feast of Yisrael? These are a shadow of things that are coming. But the body is of the Messiah. Don't let anyone deny you the prize by insisting to engage in self-mortification or angel worship. Such people are always going on about some vision they have. And they vainly pump themselves up by a worldly outlook. Melody hand is up. Who has a microphone? They can't hear you. I can't hear you to save my life. Yes.
So basically you're saying that we can serve Yahweh, but anything that we choose to serve Him.
I ain't saying. Okay, let me say you were saying, I ain't saying. The scripture said that we serve Yahweh every day. Good? Those who kept Shabbat had a particular day on which they had to gather. They could do nothing. They can't work. They can't pay taxi. They couldn't even pick up a stick or they were killed.
They couldn't cook.
They couldn't cook. They couldn't clean. We who are of the truth do not follow that. Because our rest is not in a day. It's in a person. We rest in Him. Because if we believe on Him, then we have eternal life, which is eternal rest. I always ask people, and I'll go to the next text, but I always ask, because some of you will encounter them and you say, well, believe what you believe. Pardon the heart?
Just say which day, if it's any day.
Which day? Any day. Every day you must live your life serving Yahweh.
Yes.
In spirit and in truth now.
Thank you. I fellowship with you on any day. I don't worship on a Sunday. I fellowship with saints on Sunday, Thursday, Monday, any day. No day is particularly more important to me than any other. Especially since it's Pope Paul Day. Babylon Day don't move me.
It's just a convenient day.
Thank you, sir. But I'm amazed at people who always talk about keeping the law and they try to bombard some of y'all and say, I know your pastor preaches the truth. They don't call me apostle. And your pastor doesn't tell y'all about Sabbath. And you say, well, you believe what you want to believe. I believe what I want to believe. That mustn't come from your mouth. You must be able to give an account for what you believe. Don't tell me what you don't believe. You must learn enough to silence those who challenge what you believe. That's what you come here for. This is Sunday school right here.
That's right.
This is Bible school now.
And deliverance service.
And deliverance service. For you shall know the truth.
And the truth.
So when they want to challenge you, tell you, why don't you keep the law? Ask them. You, madam, when you are menstruating, you take a week off from work. If she says no, then she broke the law.
That's right.
If you're menstruating, you sleep in the same bed with your husband, you're more than break the law. If you're menstruating and he passes and touch you once, just touch your any body body. He too must stay home from work for a week. Oh, you can't come here or go to the Adventist church. If you pick up a yeast infection, you can't leave the house until it's gone. Talk about keeping law.
They only talk about 10.
They only talk about 10. Moshe was very specific. He gave them clear instructions. Now let's go into this here. Verse 20. If along with Messiah you died, this is important. Verse 20, if along with the Messiah you died to the elemental spirits of the world, then why, as if you still belong to the world, are you letting yourself be bothered by its rules? Now we're jumping off a rhyme mountain here. If you believe in your heart that you died with Messiah when you were immersed, how do worldly things still trouble us?
Right.
Like for instance?
How do we worry and get troubled by the rules of the world? Which is a system. Like banking. You go to the bank for a loan, and if they say no, you're crying. A loan system is a system of usury. Yahweh doesn't like it. Why are you so quiet?
It shall be impossible.
Any system with interest is not of Yahweh.
Let them hear it.
Thank you, sir. How many of you fasted and prayed or went to deliverance service time for a special prayer to get a loan? Thank you, dear heart. And you bless Yahweh when you got the loan. Lord, I thank you that I got through with the bank. You got through with usury. Sorry, baby. Confession is good enough.
I'm thanking Yahweh the same thing.
You can't be happy to be a slave to the lender.
Never.
The blessing over you is that you shall be a lender and not a borrower. I am happy to announce this afternoon that when you get that in your mind, you begin to live your life now saying, okay, then that's the direction I'm going here now. At some point, I shall be a lender. And not a borrower. You don't consider blessing when you're dead.
That's right.
Death is not a blessing.
It's a burden.
It's a burden. It's a weight. For he said in the book that the lender is at the mercy, the borrower is at the mercy of the lender. Or you could be serving the King of Kings and the mercy of a bank.
Come on.
Get a better judge.
Apostle, can you use the same borrowed money to invest in a business?
To invest in a
Business.
as long as you can win. Not to be a burden to the bank. As long as you have to take money from a bank and you can't sleep, you got a problem. Yes! Guyana is in trouble now because of one man's decision. Y'all look back when I say it. You, Desmond Hart, not you, Desmond Hart, you. He chose to take the loan from the IMF and Burnham said, no way! We're not taking it because he knew what would happen to Guyana. Those criminals in Europe said, we controlling your nation. That's why they could come and open gold field in Guyana. Y'all need to know this now. They open an avenue to enter your country. Because you're there. They tell you the value of your currency when they take money from you.
IMF means I manage for you.
Thank you, sir. I manage for you. I like that one. So when you are free from this debt, you must not go back into being bothered by the world system. However, there's some of us who will grow in wisdom and say, okay, then I got this kind of money here in my hand. I'm going to spend all. That's when you got power. You go to the bank and say, hey, what happened now? I have $20 million in this account. Lend me 5. You know the pressure. Because you're not functioning under the border. You're struggling to pay it back. You take it to do business with it. Turn it over, and so you have $20 million left in the bank. You all get that?
Yes.
Right. Equity. The bad. You get them in the morning, look at breakfast, I can't eat it. Oh, I pay my money, my loan payment is coming up. And oh God, oh, I start losing my appetite. I can just call it a fast, I can pay the loan. That is a burden. Don't stress yourself over things in the world. And many times persons get into this issue because they assume that when they gain certain things, they become blessed. Yes, ma'am.
Now the government don't put it back on you with the housing projects.
Oh,
Housing after borrow other bank loans and all of that.
and pay it back. We have an amazing political system in Guyana. They say they build houses for the low-income families. And then the low-income families are bound by a loan. While Manny Pacquiao, the boxer, could build almost 1,000 homes for his people and say, don't pay me $1 for it. Our government saying, I build it because I know you can't afford to build one for yourself, but pay me. The world's rules don't govern us, saints. And we should not be bothered by entering or engaging in these things that cripple us. I have stopped taking loans. I ain't taking another one. Whatever I can't afford to pay for, I don't need. Thank you, Brother Chris. I see some of them saying, Apostle, crazy. I'm that crazy. Whatever I can't afford to buy, I don't need it. Because we've been through a lot regarding loans. What's amazing is in the church we got people giving loans with interest. Don't quiet up. In the church, we got negotiators. If your brother has need and you have means, supply his need. Don't do business with your brother if he has a need. Y'all might as well say amen.
Amen. Preach.
Our responsibility is not to function like the world. It's to be light to the world. Don't be bothered by the world's rules. There's another big one here, boy. This one makes it uncomfortable now. Education. There's a perception in the world that the more educated you are, the more valuable you are. That's an absolute lie. Qualifications of man don't make your value. It means you've been cultured to function in the system of the world. Now hear me clearly, please. I ain't saying that if you have a degree, you're bad. But we must not force or shove down people's throat that you have to have this to be of some value. The wealthiest men in the world don't have what you force a child to get.
That's right. Now their names come out of university.
Okay then.
They're full of education, but they don't have a payroll.
Oh Lord. They can't put you back to that. But the man said we back in the day now. But you have a point. Do you understand that there are people in the U.S., like where Virginia's from, who will die being indebted for their education? America's education debt has gone out the window. They've lost control of it. It's called student loan. It's killing young people in the U.S. And these people are so evil that now they're saying, we are going to employ you not based on university qualification, but based on skill. After they wipe out the generation in debt. You know why? Because they discovered that some little white boys are smart on computers and they don't go to school. So Google said, we can't deal with this qualification stuff because the black ones getting too smart in university. So we take you based on your skill level. So when they're busy studying, the little boys boom! Job right out of high school because you have the skill to solve the problem.
Game changer.
The world rule will always shift. You must understand that Yahweh's ways are consistent. If you are a problem solver, you have value. Talk to me, somebody. I'll prove it to you. If your car breaks down and you can't fix it, how many you go to ask the mechanic, can you show me a certificate, please? Which university went to fix my car? You'll never ask him that. You want a problem solved.
That's right.
So you tell him the car wasn't starting, and he said, well, good, the starter bad. You didn't know what starter is. He tell you that some condenser blow. What's a condenser? Condenser blow start car. But you know that either. So you start shoving money in the man because you want the car to drive. And when he gets through with you, then just change two spark plug, and you got to pay him for condenser, for starter, for alternator, all that. A problem solver is always of value. Teach your children to solve problems, not to try to gain qualifications of man. However certain fields they may want to go into require them to be qualified. But I'm saying that doesn't mean that they are of worth.
Change the mindset.
Thank you, sir. Bill Gates never had a university qualification. And he is among the richest men in the world without a university qualification. His house, one of them, cost $65 million US. That's one. Steve Jobs never had a university degree. And you got an Apple phone in your hand now saying Apple is amazing. Good. And he's so, I love him. He's dead, but I like the guy. He's smart dude. Never went to university, and now university has to use this product in classroom. That's what you call a bad man. Say, I ain't gonna go to your school, but you have to use my product in your school. And pay me. And he wasn't saved. Yes, Brother Josh.
I think when you got to this older age, then you went to university.
To acquire what?
That's the study.
Exactly. To waste time. Because he had nothing else to do. Bill Gates is the man who walked the beach back in the Microsoft days when it was really powerful. Would come in his office, take off his shoes and walk the beach. Walk in the water. And he said, why do you have to do this every day? He said, to remind myself I'm human. because he was making $3 million per second, per minute. Think of that in US currency. And he said, I have to remind myself I'm a human being because I got too much power. And he never, when he dropped out, said, this is not for me. We have to understand that if we're not bothered by the world's rules, we will discern what we're good at and perfect that. Tracy, make cake. Don't go to Louis University, no cake. Make it better.
That's right.
Figure out how you do things. Regina saying, sing. Find ways. Always think about what can I do to solve a problem. And master that. And after you master it, market it. How am I going to resume with y'all? And don't market it to cheap church people. But you always testify, you're blessing them with something for free. Hallelujah, I feel like preaching this afternoon.
Glory.
Market your product the way the money is. Compete on a scale where the money is. Money is not in the church. Yes, I said it. The poorest churches in the world talk in tongues. Take that from me and take it to the back. The most broke people in the world, the wealthiest religious organization in the world is the Catholic Church, and they don't talk in tongues. Move it, Google it.
You have your own bank.
The Catholic Church owns their own country, not just bank. The Vatican is a country in a country. And what we busy doing? Hobble, like turkey all the time. You have to sit and understand that you are filled with the spirit of wisdom, church. Wisdom solves problems. It doesn't be bothered by them. Glory. If Tracy could make the cake, somebody figure out how to package a cake. Another one figure out how to make some drink to go with the cake. And you call it a combo. Sweet delight. Sister Corey, you know how to make sugar cake.
Oh, yes, Mike.
Flour sugar combo. You just start combining ideas, and before you know it, you have an empire that you're governing. I am talking tongues together. Probably like that way. Yes. Listen to me, man. Messiah said the people of the world got a lot more sense than the army. Because they understand business principles. They know how to solve problems. They understand how to do business. World rules, let's go for into some of the world rules. Don't touch this. Oh. You're coming out to the world in the church environment now. Don't touch this. Don't eat that. Don't handle the other. You have got people who are bound by dietary laws until today.
Yes.
I make you feel like you're sinning.
Well, I eat in the boat.
Some things that you eat can harm you because they're good for your system. But it's not a sin. It's just not right to eat it. Some foods are just unhealthy for you. They're not sin.
That's right.
They don't match your system. Come on, church. Again, wisdom solves problems. If you don't like paying doctor, then eat right.
That's right, man. Amen, sir.
But we don't have this law. I can't drink a Coke. If I drink a Coca-Cola, I'm sinning. What's the sin?
Cool.
Well, I have to talk about this because we must understand that, let me read verse 22 for you. Such prohibitions are concerned with things that are meant to perish by being used, not by being avoided. are based on
Man-made.
man-made rules and teachings.
Apostle, I think some of us will still have a problem when they have these Muslim on day and the meat and so on is shared to them if they must leave it around.
All right, Sister James asked the question. Don't blame me. Sister Mother James asked the question. I'll answer the question. When you have the Muslim and Hindu holiday, should I eat the meat from Eid? Because if I eat this meat, I feel like sinning. Some of you have got Muslim neighbor. You don't have meat in your fridge. And the people come to your house with a whole 10-pound of steak. You can't afford to buy steak in the butcher shop in the first place. And the Muslim come to you, Hindu don't eat meat, Muslim eat meat. Muslim come to you and say, I said, I bring this beef for you, the blood. You should say the pot, not the blood. The pressure cooker. And I should prove to you why. There is no life in a dead God. Sounds simple, but I'm telling you. There is no life in a dead God. Whatever they offer to a non-existent being can harm you. But if it harms your conscience, don't eat it. If it affects your brother who's in the church and say, oh my God, Apostle, you're sinning, oh Lord. Apostle, the demons in the meat, the devil in the bed, oh Lord, Apostle, don't eat the meat. Oh my God, I feel something harm to you. I have to be conscious of your thoughts and say, oh, that for your sake. I don't need it. Or might say, for your sake, I mean that you see. Let me help some of you on Facebook. So when it's the Muslim holiday, you don't eat a meat. Because you want anything to do with a full man holiday. No problem. But the next day, you go into the butcher shop and you buy halal beef. What do you think you just eat?
Same.
It's the same thing.
Same difference.
Might as well get it free.
You go to Royal Castle. Because you want to take your family out from some food to eat. And you see them advertising, all of our meat products are halal. You know what I mean? It's a prayer against the food. It's a Muslim prayer. The same thing with a cow. Sister Shona, hand went up. Don't tell me you tried to eat the Muslim meat.
Apostle, it's funny that you're talking about that because there was an apostle that was teaching
Uh-huh.
to the church that they should not eat the Muslim
See?
because when they sacrifice the cow, before they do that, they put their hands on it and confess their sins. Because remember, they still keep the law. And all of these sins that they release on the cow, butcher it, and you collect the meat.
So sin come on you.
Children eat. All of those sins fall on you. And he was saying you wonder why your children behave in a certain way and all these kind of things. It was real deep, Apostle.
It was deeper. Shemaya, hand it up. Yes, Mary.
When that like putting his sins on the cow, whatever, wasn't that the high priest?
That's right. You're a smart girl. In Leviticus, the high priest had a job to put a hand on the cow, and if you say they kill it, I made an offering of it. But let me tell you, I would love to have a Muslim neighbor who sin every day. And I can tell him, you see that cow that goes over that side? That big apple? Put your hand on him, because this fighter can't carry so much sin. Your sins are too many. You gotta fight a robust cow, a big bull. Lay hands on him. Come, lay hands. And kill him. When you finish, bring the meat to me.
Oh my God.
How can a Muslim sin get in your child? And you say, that's my truth.
That's awesome. Since Bishop open, I can say today, we have been purchasing from the Bishop, and I never tell AT.
See?
And I used to always tell the owner, you owe me a cow, you know, because we are buying myself and my sisters by
Wow.
Bishop until this day. And when I did public health when I was a nurse, the Muslims are the ones that really kill their cows the correct
The right way.
We had to go to the abattoir to see
That's good.
stuff.
That's very true. Because you're able to drain the blood from the animal and everything as is healthy to do. Brother Terrence Anderson. Brother Travis Anderson.
Apostle, I can't understand how a man could be preaching from the word. When Shaul said, if he's invited to go to the
House of
house of the
God worship an idol.
idol worshiper, and he is disposed to go and goes, and they offer it pig to eat. He says he can eat it, even though he knows that it is offered to an idol, because of the liberty that he has in Yeshua. But if a man turn and say to him, this thing is offered unto an idol, he says, I will not eat it because of his conscience,
Correct.
not Shaul's conscience. So this freedom that we have, nobody should put any restraint on us.
That's the book. That's the book. Saints, you have liberty. You are free from all the worldly system that try to govern what you can eat, what you can't eat. Yes, Sister Janelle.
Thank you so much for the clarification, because I'm one of them who didn't eat the meat.
Listen here.
My sister would tell you her husband would bring it, and she would get that thing out of this house.
Oh,
and it would go
Lord.
to my mother's house, and my mother would make pepper pot. Well, last week, my daughter, last week Sunday, she came to the house with pepper pot and bread. So I said, where you got that from? She said, Auntie Loretta gave it to me. So I said, okay. She said, share it with you when I decided to eat. I didn't ask where the meat came from.
Oh.
So when my second son came in the house, he said, you're eating pepper pot. You don't even know where the meat come from. It's not Muslim people meat you're eating. And I said to myself, well, why? I got your showing.
Oh.
I got nothing from the Muslims to come to me.
There you go.
That's right.
Oh, you Sister Dion. When the meat comes, even if you are staying at the house, give it direction. give it straight direction. Let it flow. Eat the meat. As long as your conscience is free, eat it. Sister Janet Sanderson, let me proceed. These gods have no life in them. Yes, go ahead.
Apostle, I'm living amongst the Hindu and the Muslims. I'm the only Negro amongst Hindu Muslims. And for all the years I'm going to church, I hear you must not eat these things that they offer to idols or whatever it is. And many times my neighbors will invite me to the wedding, to the whatever they're doing. I say, no, I just lock up in my house. Even up to the other day, they give me some stuff and I give it to my puppy.
Oh, Lord. You see?
So,
Are you free now?
I'm being honest because
Yes.
this is something that I'm free because here to say, I'm being honest, when I went out there, I used to get like a bag of the meat and a pepper bag meat a whole year after.
See?
And after they tell me that there's a demons you want to pick up and this and that, I tell my friend, I say, hey, no, bring back no more meat at me out school.
Sister Janet, are you free now?
Yes,
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Now talk to your friend again. Say, listen, I had a change of heart. I see clearer. Tell your friend, I'm seeing clearer now. Things have been cleared up for me. Let them flow. We have to be at liberty, understanding that when you are free in Messiah, whom the Son has set free, is free indeed. You can't be free and bound at the same time.
Make up your mind.
How you free and beast to make you get demon? Do demons live in me?
Live in faith.
I could hear them saying, but the demon went into the pig and jumped overboard.
That big down there.
I should have been living there because when they see piggy jump overboard, I got a hook. I live with zero fear. Demons don't bother me.
That's right.
I bother them, they don't bother me.
That's right.
When you understand the authority you have in Messiah, you don't fear foolishness, man. Be at peace. Be liberated. You know me, you go outside hunting for temple because some of you are crazy. Going up the coast. Oh, they got to work in and put in people's yard and wait for the journey finish. I ain't tell you that. But even if you did that, it can't bother you. I hear all kinds of stories that somebody went somewhere and they plant some flag and a child go and touch whatever it is and the people saved. Now they have to go to deliverance service. Those things have no life in them. The life comes from what you believe, what you fear. For fear breeds torment. Let me show you verse 22 again. Such prohibitions are concerned with things meant to perish by being used. In other words, if it's meat, you eat it. That's why it perishes. Not by avoiding the food. And they are based on man-made rules and teaching. Look at verse 23. They do indeed have the outward appearance of wisdom. From the outside, it looks like they're doing the right thing. But look at this, with the self-imposed religious observances. These people in church hollering all the time. And as Sister Shauna testified, they're preaching against, don't you dare eat any meat, any food from these people, because they're demonic thing got into the food, and when they offer it to their gods, the demons will control your house. Yes, the man.
Apostle, there was this man and my uncle was listening to. He was preaching, at first it sounded like he was preaching the truth from the word, right? But because he was saying that you should follow the apostles' doctrine, and if you don't do that, anything he said besides that is not true, and some people know the word, and even though they know it, some parts of it, they leave it out of it, right?
Oh, good.
But he was saying all this stuff, right, in Jesus. So I thought he was ignorant, right? But later on, the man said, and some people saying that you need to call the Messiah Yeshua. But I don't speak Hebrew, so I don't need to call him Yeshua. Because if God wants to reach to all the world, he can reach to all the world in one language.
See that? He started out sounding right. But I'm happy to listen to the end of it to see how foolish they are. Amen? We must see what happens with the appearance of wisdom. The outward appearance of wisdom makes it seem right. You have churches now with a whole list of rules you have to follow. If you don't follow those rules, they're not qualified to function in the church. Can I talk to you all this afternoon before you go home? We live in a tropical environment, meaning it's hot. Come, Regina. I use a perfect example. Come to my left hand side. That's somebody come with children falling. She's still in the frame. Y'all go still here? Alright. This country is extremely hot. Girlfriend is present too. Come, girlfriend. See how you dressed today. So you've been singing earlier. These are two ladies from my house. From my house. Mi home. Mi casa.
Su casa.
And given the heat in this country, today is almost 92 degrees. There is no way that I'm going to tell them they have to wear long sleeve. Because if they don't wear long sleeve, then they're not worshiping the Lord in spirit and in truth. You all right?
Yeah.
Why do you have to look so uncomfortable when they talk? You are living in a tropical environment. It is hot. And ladies, it is unhealthy to wear too much clothes just to feel you covered. Because you become infection. Oh, y'all know you teach biology, huh? Freedom! If you're a brother in the room and you see Regina's lovely little arm and girlfriend's lovely longer arm, and you say that, oh my God, when I see their arm, I get so hot, you want deliverance. Yes, I said it.
Yes, you did.
I remember Regina singing, and she raised her hand. Her armpit told me, on you sick. You must have given deodorant.
Preach. They need to hear it.
We should not bind our sisters to discomfort Somebody say amen in the house.
Amen.
Oh, I Pastor, when I got up to you, I feel so uncomfortable. You wear your long sleeve then. A long dress, a long pants, but they are free based on my instruction. They're not going to expose themselves to being improperly attired. But I'm saying to you, based on the climate in which they live, I'm going to make a point to help you on after this. Thank you so much. Because the rest I need you for. Missionaries would go into tribes of this world and say, come to tell you about Jesus. Now all the ladies walking with the boo outside, Bobby outside. And nobody know, man. The men walking past in the track and nobody get a problem. Walk straight past them, hi, wherever language you talk. And they fine. The men wear the loincloth and nobody's affected. The missionaries come with their jacket and tie in 150-degree temperature. And say, y'all ain't saved.
Yes.
You need Jesus. And when Jesus saved you, you're just like me, in 110 degrees temperature.
And they come from a fourth flight.
When they get through telling them that they go back on a plane and fly back to Europe where the average temperature is 72 degrees. It's cool all year round. But left the poor people roasting in the heat. It amazes me that in these tribes the rape level is almost zero.
And in the cultural society,
And in your high class, sophisticated, no sophisticated society, it's almost sometimes we won't breathe too hard. It's a man-made system. And I'll show you from the book what the problem is. So if the gospel of Yeshua can't save them as they are, it's not the gospel. Talk to me, church.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
Some organizations were basically taking out their press code, not on their national data, when they realized a lot of research coming in.
Right.
They were turning them off. So they didn't
Wow.
press code.
Guyana has a dress code to kill women. On a rainy day, you stand a chance. But when you see the sun decide to stand up and they put you in a building without AC, and say no strapless, no this, no that, they will half kill you. And then management lock up in an air conditioned room. Yes, Melody.
You know, I was in Martinique and the pastor, I was forced to go to church, right? And the pastor was preaching. And he was preaching the same thing you were saying. He was saying that it's only the Caribbean, you know, women are forced to do these things, right? Like, for instance, come to church, you have to come to church in high heel shoes and all these fancy things. In the rest of the world, you just come normal. Women are in their bikinis going to church.
No! No!
This is all crazy.
Not a one! Not that! Check it out! No! You understand? So you got that? Yes, brother.
Apostle, permit me to finish where you started.
Yes, please.
With the missionary and the women dressed with just their bottoms
Right.
close up. The missionary told them in the morning service, ladies, please cover up your boobs.
Right.
So they went home, and then the afternoon service, they pulled up and they covered the boobs and left all the bottoms exposed. Not trouble with the people culture.
No.
But the process, not because we do the rest, so we just have covering their babies and all of that.
Exactly. There's still a proper way to dress, man. I tell you all the time when rock calculations in you, he leads, he guides, he directs. But I would be crazy to tell you in this kind of temperature. You have to dress like what Trump wife's name? Melania. No. And there is silence.
Oh, yeah, there's silence.
But I can prove you from the book what the problem is this afternoon. It says they do have an outward appearance of wisdom with the self-imposed religious observances, false humility, asceticism which is self-sacrificing. But they have no value at all in restraining people from indulging in their own nature. You know what I mean, church? All the rules they got and you still Now, some of y'all came from that. Talk to me. You had 7 to 9 rules. And when Friday night came, you and your friends went to the club. Say amen. Wasn't I talking the truth? All the rules. You can't wear this, you can't wear that. This can't belong, that can't belong. And from the time Saturday came, you could take a sip of liquor.
Amen.
Thank you, sis.
Apostle used to get put out Friday.
See? Oh, you got the Adventist lady, he said they keep the Sabbath. I keep the Sabbath. Remember. That they like that one. Read the only commandment which remember. And all remember means is to keep. That's all the word remember means in the Hebrew original text. To observe the Sabbath. But they say remember me, mustn't forget. Remember the Sabbath. So when Friday the sun started go down, I dare not call them. I see my customers. They tell you plain, I'm keeping the Sabbath. So you can't call your sister Sabbath keeper Friday when the sun is going down. Because she ain't sinning. Saturday, don't call her the day she's keeping her Sabbath. When the sun goes down on Saturday evening, she called it. Why do you think it's so long? Hurry up. And you start sin from Saturday night, and she got you whole week till Friday when the sun goes down again. All she knows is remember. Oh yes, the land keepers. They get themselves with Lent for 40 days. I have not eaten any fish.
Nor drinking liquor.
I ain't drinking liquor. I'm eating no meat. And for 325, what do I do? These are man-made rules, and I'm talking now to the tongue, talking you watching me and in secrets. You got all the rules, but you cannot cause them to die to self.
Apostle, your sins are forgiven 70 times 7.
Ooh. So you say no week.
So it's sin only.
Pastor Gwen and the up in the back. They have no power, saints, in restraining you from that old nature. Go ahead, Pastor.
Apostle, we must remember that we come from a place where we used to have church. And the church, you become a member.
Right.
So once you're a member of the club, there are rules and regulations.
Thank you so much. Follow the rules and you're in the club. Break the rules and you're out. If the sisters coming in the church, some of y'all have to wait because of your mantelet. What thing is? The who? The mantella. With everything in one of your head. I could see some of y'all coming in this morning. You got it woven and weave. What do you think Sister Stacy does, man? Crochet. And some of y'all in play, boom. Ooh. Your whole head got to be covered. So all right then, you have to come in this morning because you're coming into God's house. I talk about the tongue talking said now. You have to cover your head. And when you forget your thing, you put all your towel in your head because you dare not come into God's house and your head is covered. Because it's a sin. All right, there you are now in God's house and your head is covered. But your head beside you, which is your husband, you don't respect. Y'all talk to me. Because it's a sin for you to come into God's house with your head uncovered. No scripture ever said that. 0. 1 Corinthians 12, I think it is. Shaul said, in your culture, a woman who is already married, when she is praying or prophesying with her head uncovered, that's a shame. Why is it a shame? Because you have to show you're a married woman. Are you all present?
Yes.
Now, you wear this. So make up your mind. If you got this on your hand, why you got to come here to show me married? And you who's single and put this on your head to prophesy, you're lying in church. Because you don't got no man. That's bad in the church, so you don't have a man, but I like other words. You ain't got no man, so how you ain't covered?
It must be a citation.
Oh. They make these rules, I don't even know the word. Shaul said, if anybody has an objection to that, listen to the text. We have no such custom in our churches. But he's telling them according to your belief system. You all know how it goes. So when you get together and you're a married woman, he said, now show that you're married. Because currently I've got some flesh problems with you.
Oh, yes.
Do you have a flesh problem in the church?
No. Or I hope not.
I know some of you have still got your young man, let's say called TikTok up. Just in case. Some of you must get a just in case. I can't wait for one y'all shopping with on Sundays. Get a fallback moment to come with your mantle on your head. And you got a joke, and you clip it, and you clip it, and you clip it, because you coming to fall now, because you got to secure it. When you see ready to fall, this thing going down here. They are man-made rules. Shows talk about the culture, not the law, not the rule of the church. Yes, Brother Ron.
Speaking of man-made rules, there's this new thing now where men of God, as they refer to themselves as, they're employing female armor bearers.
What?
Well, they call them armor bearers. And they're even leaving the country and going to other countries and taking the young teenage armor bearers with them.
Is that secretary?
Staying in the same hotel apartments, leaving their wives back home. And they refer to them as their armor bearers. But my son had a chat with someone of them. And he said, there's not an armor bearer, there's a side chick. Could never be an armor bearer. Because scripturally, men, the kings and those in authority will have male armor bearers.
That's right.
Likewise, the female will have female armor bearers.
And why we want armor
So
bearers
don't cross
in
the
church?
lines.
Sorry for cross that one. Why do we want armor bearers in church? Can somebody please tell me? Why do I need an armor bearer in here? What's the armor that you're wearing? Who?
The sword, the Bible.
What the Bible? Archie, before we go, please bring my Bible from my back. Let me measure the weight of this thing and see if it's too heavy to carry. Come there, come. Be my armor bearer. Come. So Regina is my armor bearer. Because I can't carry this. No, you gotta hold the Bible to be my armor bearer. She's anointed. And she's serving the, you see, she's serving the man of God. And this right here is going to give you an anointing on your life.
That's right, yes.
Because you're serving the man of God. So if you're my armor bearer, wherever I turn, you have to turn. When you're my armor bearer.
Apostle, suppose they want to take a clip from there and that's how you preach.
Y'all here to see the truth because I know somebody will edit this and say, look, he got the armor bearer. Now, what does this have to do with righteousness in the church? Why need her? Now, let me help you out with this here. As a daughter of mine, she could say, listen, I choose to help my father because he got 100 things to do one time, so I'll put your Bible here for you, then you got to put it.
That's right.
That is not what they call armor bearer. So we just imagine that there's a door now. So there's a door right here. I have this side door, that side. I got the Bible and the preach. So now there's my armor bearer. She guarded the door. Come to see me, Brother Chubby. You know the deal. Come to see me now. You want to talk to me. Let me show you how the armor bearer functions. How you got to talk to me? See that? You know the deal. Stop! The man of God is busy. You can't see a person now. And they feel so empowered. Stop! You can't see him. And poor this fella got a major emergency in his life. He's really got to see me now because of the problem. You can't see a person? No, you can't see him. But sis, stop. Stop. No, you can't finish. And she feels so empowered, and I'm in the office, feel like a king. Because I have somebody watching my door. I feel so important because I have an armor bearer. It is absolute foolishness. The church never had that. Shaul didn't have armor bearer, he had a helper. Because he had things to carry along the way. He never had an armor bearer. We didn't know battle here. There's no shield and sword and helmet and all that to carry. Because what they did, the armor bearers of old in war, they carried it so that when I'm ready to fight, I don't have to get tired. Right. They don't fight. So the brother here can't get to see me because somebody's by the door stopping him from coming into my office. So we have two brothers in part, Brother Mike and Brother Jarrett. Oh, well, the wife's coming in here. The wife can't come in here. Girlfriend can't pass that barrier. Because the apostle said that nobody must enter the office. Yeah, yes, you all know the deal now. Don't move yet. Yes, Brother Jarrett. Mike is on, go ahead.
Yeah, some of them are still feeling pride that any message that we have been conveyed, we would have to
you know it. So you have to tell her what you want. And as a private man, you have to deal with it now. You have to say, and she decides if it's important enough for me to hear it.
Wow. Apostle, and you have to make your appointment and then decide something.
You see how y'all know this thing so well now. I thought I was just informing you about the church used to go. So now you got people who fill with Holy Spirit and all that, and got this kind of foolishness going on in the church. Yes, John.
Apostle, I know a pastor who said he's anointed, but he had a gun in his suitcase with very defensive.
You see foolishness?
Yeah, he had a gun because when they get him vexed, this is how I get to see the gun. Because he display with the gun.
Right. So if we have this in the church, this is a man-made system. This is not what governs a Holy Spirit-filled believer. So we have got people who hinder your interaction with a shepherd, with a leader, because they feel so empowered that they control the whole church.
But they're given that one. The pastor given that one.
Here's the problem. The problem is that you got, Brother Ronald, some male preachers with male armor bearers who are sodomites.
That's right, yes.
Thank you for the thing.
Yeah.
I'll be going down this road and I go home.
All right. Yes.
I know a set in the Bahamas. One of them, and if he goes to preach, he makes a request. I want that young man to serve me. And the young man is ahead.
Yes, sir.
There's another one who, before he goes to preach, his male armor bearer, the young hen, has to go and lay his clothes on the bed. Our bench jacket, because we go on this other party now. We go to Mama B. He leaves but 4 miles away. He has to go to his apostle or pastor house to take out the pastor clothes and put it on the bed. A young hen. What does that have to do with the anointing? What does it got to do with the assignment? I know we jump in assemblies of God, they took an armor bearer because everybody wants to catch this armor bearer fever. But in the Bible, I watch her crying. Because her armor bearers, 4 or 5 of them, she didn't catch one is too little. One time I saw her in North Carolina when I was in the US, and when she stepped out, she got 4 behind her. I said, look at this mad midget. Why do you need 4 women behind you? What? And she must walk with her hands free. They're running behind with bag, this, that, and that. Okay, good. So she went somewhere, come to her, and her armor bearers must go to the hotel room before she gets in. And they have to pray out the room. Cover every chair with a white sheet. Cover everything. Because whatever sex was happening here before, I must not be affected by it. So white sheet to cover sex. And she said that her armor bearers must take her panties out. She said it. And lay it out. So Prophetess Rana is wearing a pink panty tonight. She can't choose that. They must choose the color and the style. This is the same woman who said that she was a full-blown lesbian.
Yes, same woman. Same woman.
You must understand wisdom here. If you're a lesbian and all you got is women around you, why you go to advertise again that women take out your panty? Yes, Mama J.
All the time when it's about number 7, with all the different songs and the different DVDs, no more sheets.
Right, I remember no more sheets.
Said that she, had a lot of men in her life. So this is the latest revelation.
No, she said she went to preach for a lesbian pastor's inauguration. 2 women for the pastor of the church. I see that with my own 2 goggle eyes. And I heard in my own ears. Bonita said, y'all can't tell me you must be preaching here because I was a lesbian myself. So if you are a lesbian, Bonita, why you got women taking out your panties? What do you think the world will think of your conduct? Even if you don't do it anymore, your actions are unwise. Man-made traditions, man-made systems got them all looking like fools. You mean to tell me that I can't take my own clothes out and put it on?
What if you got a white boy, you got to get another woman that doesn't know the clothes?
Church. And you know why this happens? As Tracy says, show business. We have to show our power, not we, but they, by who serves them, not who they serve. So the more power you have, the more armor bearers you need. One of the Bahamas again in Ellis. Let me give you a bottle of water, please. Look, you only got a glass on. Anybody got a cup? Let's bring a bottle of water for me. Come again, Regina. You did a good armor bearer work. You did very well. I got to promote you. No. You're serving me well. Let me a cup, please. You give me the time. I want a cup. Anybody got a cup? No, I want a cup. May I have a cup, please? Would you be kind enough to let me have it? Thank you so much. I do appreciate it highly. Ellis is a preacher. I am not. I exaggerate the thing I saw on numerous, more than 20 occasions. No, thank you. What's this? You can get a friend, please. Thank you. Watch. What is this? Property time. I ain't joking. This is dead serious. For real serious here. Let's say I'm sitting here, Ellis. Neil Ellis. Here. My armor bearer is written right here. This cup is here beside me. And I want some water to drink. I look at my armor bearer. What?
Oh my God.
Let me come in front and show you all. Look at this. Yes. Boom. Now, I'm picking this up. Now, can you please tell me? Kepha said, do not lord over Yahweh's people. This is Pharaoh in the palace. Being called bishop in the church simply means you are an overseer or a leader. It doesn't mean you're a lord. You don't rule over Yahweh's people in that foolishness. So if my glass is here, why I can't pick it up? Why can't I pour water inside to drink it for myself? And you got to do the important things. Look properly. You got to do the important because you honor the servant. My person wrapped about the freezer. Yes! Water. Yes. No, they got the water has to be sealed. They can't have an open bottle here. And I drink from that cup. And that is what we call having an anointing and great respect.
I'll call in charge.
Because I'm anointed to lead this nation and the world. Keith led the church and never had that. Never. And at some point, somebody has to stand and say it is utter foolishness. It is wrong. It is nonsense. You don't serve anybody. Not in here. Go ahead, Sean. Just say by me, I'm a hero. You see, if I die tomorrow, hold on. If I die tomorrow, and any one of them rise to try that foolishness in here, leave. You can't say here. Before you go tell them, Apostle Nigel London never did that when he was alive. What makes you so eligible?
That's right.
And don't tell your wife, come tell you, I'm not Apostle in the one that he did, that was his choice. But my husband deserves to be honored. Honored where?
That's right.
This ministry will not be known for any leader lording over you. Amen. We serve with you. We serve you. We work with you. We work for you.
That's right.
Amen. If we can't work, then we should not lead.
That's right.
Go ahead, Sister Shaw.
Pastor, I was just going to say that these are the same set of people who would say that you don't have love. And what you're teaching us will preserve our souls. And what they're teaching, making the people worse off than they are, than they were when they were in the world, according to them. All of these things are not putting their souls in the right place where it needs to be with Yahweh. But they say, you don't have love. But I want them to look at this now and tell me who has love.
Wow. What a way to end this.
Yes, and these same people are they're so righteous. And then they go and they pray for the carnival opening, wash and come day opening that, you're supposed to be honoring them.
Right. Thank you, Sister Pedro.
But where's the humility?
Where is? That's why it's called false humility. Because when I'm in front here, I look all proper and decent. I don't fuss like Nigel London. He doesn't carry on. No. He has love. He's such a nice, soft-spoken person. But they have people laboring for them. The worst part is she may be somebody's wife.
Yes.
And she has to leave her children to come to serve me early. And the husband had better get the children ready for service because she dare not miss serving me. It is wrong. It shall never be accepted. It must not be numbered among us.
That's right.
Nobody in here is too big to do anything for the other.
That's right.
If you're too big to help your brother or your sister, you're in the wrong fellowship because they're happy here. Man-made sisters.
Lord in charge, Apostle.
Bless you. Thank you so much, Andrew. You served me so well this afternoon. And in some cases, when I go to preach, them, and they get a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 US honorarium, she won't even get a nickel. Or she may get a $200 in her hand, US. Because after all, the man of God is the one who works. So what you been doing all the time for my trip? If you watch me from the Bahamas, there's something called Epsom salt. Put some in the water. Let it learn how unweird function. Or if you don't want Epsom salt, something called croton oil. Since I'm calling, since this time can't move the pool water. Foolishness. Absolute nonsense. We in here are free. That's the side. You are in an environment where you're going to see freedom in Messiah and not freedom in tradition. You are free in Yeshua our Messiah. You're in free in traditions of men because it keeps you bound forever. Amen? May Yahweh be glorified this afternoon. I bless Him for all of you saints. I rejoice in the liberties given to us, and we shall not get anywhere close to this wickedness. Amen. Amen. Wonderful. Am I little singer from last week? You ready to sing to me today? I want to hear you sing. Who got a mic? Come brother Mike. You have a little singing here that Regina says she has the voice of an angel. What? Come right in front of you. Come right in here. What song is it? The same song. What song is that now? She told me what she's singing. Go ahead. Wow.
All the more reason Regina needs to stay.
You see that? Wow. Show Facebook, thank you so much for bookings and reservations. Wow.
Under the month of babes and sucklings.
Listen here.
He is ordained praises.
Thank you all so much. She shall not be sold.
That's right.
Amen.